Loaded bases, that's my motivation. Feeling lucky, we should go to Vegas. 2018, motor transportation. Got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion.
And now I'm about to move into the last topic of the show that I got is relationship boundaries. Figure out like, so when you're in a relationship and you're with somebody, whatever the case may be, like the first thing you try to do is, what most people do is, if they got a good relationship with family, is they try to get family approval. But I want to know, do going to your family for family approval insert them into your relationship situation? And do you feel it makes them overstep boundaries, not understanding boundaries? They feel they've got more rights to say and do things in your relationship or towards your relationship, or even treat your mate a certain way because you involve them in the process of you actually being with this person, right? Because some people don't know how to back up once they're in something. For instance, say for instance that you met this nice young lady or young man. You think they cool, but oftentimes we tend to fall for the lust of the situation. So to make sure I really like this person, it's not just lust, I bring them around my folks so they can get their vibe, check their temperature, and see like, do you see any red flags that I'm ignoring because I like this person? Let me know if you see anything. And they'll take that as a sign, like if I just person don't like this person because they may be more educated than me, or I don't like the way they dress, or this, that, and the other, then I'm going to go ahead and give my family member the negative aspect of this person, not based on the fact that they're bad for them, but the fact that I don't like them, that you can't be with them, right? Or do you feel like you've been with somebody you've been with and you may have confided in a family member and they took it on themselves to confront your spouse about things you told them in confidence, right? So my question to you guys is, do you feel that family respect boundaries when it comes to relationships? When you involve them in your relationship, conversation, topics, things like that, do you think they respect that? Or do you feel they got a sense of entitlement and they have the leeway to speak up on your relationship? So my answer to that is, I feel families don't know boundaries, right? And it starts before relationships. Like, they tend to be in all your business anyway. So when you get in a relationship, they feel more entitled to be involved in a relationship, especially if they're an older family member, like someone who considers themselves like a parental figure. They ain't gonna be necessarily your parents, because your parents are a whole different monster who do overstep a lot. But I feel somebody who's an auntie, uncle, older sibling, they feel they got rights to tell you and your spouse about certain things, all because they may have helped. They may have seen you grow up. They still consider you like a child. Even though you're an adult now, they remember you as a child. So now that you're in your adult years, they can't separate the two, right? Welcome to the show, Vic. You gotta unmute your mic, man, and go ahead and chime in, brother. The floor is yours.
Yo.
There you go. What's up, Bizzles? Welcome to the show, brother.
So what we were saying was really like, you feel me? The whole world is really, when it comes to the old shit, like, hey, people don't get the history right? Because motherfucking, bruh, I'm trying to incorporate this shit into your topic, but it's not working.
Just go with, like, we'll tie it back in. Just say your point. We'll tie it back in.
All right, so look, we was talking about how 50 Cent motherfucking, remember how my nigga got rid of Ja Rule, but my nigga Ja Rule was like hot. That nigga was tight as fuck. You feel me?
Right.
Y'all niggas laughing. Shut up.
No, he was one of the hottest niggas out there when he was.
Right. So look, what the point was, like, you feel me? Niggas got rid of that nigga for no reason off of some jealousy type shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know how much great shit be like ruined off of just some jealousy type shit? Like, just for no reason, like niggas just be jealous of shit that they don't really have no control over. And niggas just be like hating that shit. It's like, my nigga, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you supposed to live your life, and then at some point, you feel me? Like some shit just come in like that's irrelevant, that you wasn't even thinking about, that somebody else is just heavily thinking about all the time. That's that family dynamic type shit.
Right.
This one person to be thinking about this all the time, this other person. But then, you feel me? when they make you seem like you the bad person for doing what you do, they take your whole thing. Like the nigga 50 got rid of the nigga Ja Rule and then took the nigga whole style
for his spot. So it's more like an envy thing. They envious, right?
You feel me?
They envious. They'll sit back and shun your situation all to move you out your spot so they can move in your spot.
Exactly.
Type ordeal.
But it's like, you feel me? You was made for your spot, so it's like that shit don't never work. It ain't never worked in history. Like whoever moved into somebody else's spot and like took over that shit, like that shit was like.
And yeah, it's never been a smooth transition.
Never worked.
Right. So
you said something about the fucking. All right, basically, I don't remember exactly what it was, but emotional condition, right?
The traumas, right?
Don't be emotionally conditioned because they coming from like fucked up situations, or they coming from like all they've known ever is just like struggle, pain, or survival mode. You feel me? A lot of people do not know like the good life.
They don't.
A lot of people don't know that there's things out here for them to experience. They don't know that, like, you feel me? Like what they are going through is not like normal. So when that shit happens and then they do get to experience something else, you feel me?
Okay, so look, I'm gonna ask you a question, Vic. So on that note, like, so you said how a lot of times these people, they'll envy you for the spot you're in to take your spot, right? Do you guys believe that the reason they envy you to take your spot is because you're doing so well in your spot and they scared to try to thrive in their own spot? Or maybe they are trying to thrive in a spot, it's just not thriving like your spot is, so they feel taking your spot will make them thrive. Like, what do you think drives people to feel they'll be better in your spot than you are in your spot?
Don't have no expectations of nobody. You feel me?
Don't
go into nothing thinking about how you would do it and then expecting a situation to come out how you would handle it, because you are not the sole purpose. You're not the sole person in that situation.
And I tell people all the time, the number one reason for disappointment is expectation. Stop expecting stuff. You get what I'm saying? Let things play out and then go from there. You get what I'm saying? But people try to dictate the outcome of too much stuff. They really try to dictate stuff that they can't control. And then they get disappointed when the outcome isn't like they desire it. But you can't control every outcome. Sometimes you have to sit back, put your best foot forward, let the pieces fall how they may, and then go from there. Right? But people got control issues. Right, all facts.
Loaded bases, that's my motivation. Feeling lucky, we should go to Vegas. 2018 motor transportation got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion.